If your hips feel tired and your back feels tight, this flow, this yin flow, is for you. So grab your props and join me on the mat. I have 2 blocks, one under each knee. The soles of the feet are together. And just melt into the mat. If you don't have blocks, it's okay. It will still work. There's different heights to the blocks, so you may find the lowest height doesn't give enough support, so you may want a different height, low, medium, or high. Hands can be on the body, hands can be goalpost arms, or down by your sides, palms down. So find the version that feels right for you, where you're able to really relax into the pose. No gripping here. As you're ready, take your hands to the outside edges of your legs and gently draw your knees in so your low back doesn't have to do the work there. You can take your blocks and option to use it for this next pose. We're going to gently bring those knees toward the left. Your legs can go all the way to the floor, or you can use those blocks underneath the shins and the feet. Coming into a gentle spinal stretch before we go into our next pose. So complement this pose with those deep exhales. Inhale through the nose. You can either exhale out the nose or the mouth. There. Shoulders relaxed. And as you're ready, bring those knees back to center and then take them to the other side toward the right. Option to stack those blocks under your shins, your feet, or all the way to the mat. So shoulders are down, eyes can be closed here. You can have a soft gaze. As you're ready, bring those knees back to center, back to a neutral spine. Hug and squeeze your knees in. Now bring both feet back to the floor. Knees are pointing to the sky. Draw that right knee in. And let's take the right ankle across the left thigh bone, right below the knee. Option to keep it right here, or you can take one of those blocks, place it under the foot. You can make this pose as gentle as you want. If you have more room, you can grab around the hamstrings or around the shins. So find the version that feels right for you. Relaxing those shoulders down. So if you find yourself holding your breath here, gripping, wishing the pose was over, you may want to back out of the pose. Sometimes backing off can be the hardest thing. Try to stay focused on your breath and on the sensation you feel in your body. So if you have thoughts coming in and out, that's normal, but bring yourself back to your breath. Just notice it. As you're ready, let's begin to release that. Bring the right knee in, bring the left knee in, hug and squeeze your knees in. Bring both feet back to the mat, and let's do the same thing on the other side. So draw that left knee in, bring that left ankle across the right leg. Remember, you have an option of leaving that right foot down on the mat. You don't have to go any farther. Or you can place a block under that foot. You can hug around your hamstrings or around your shin. So you want to find a place of ease. The most healing comes in yin poses when you are not working to your maximum. So you're going about 30 to 40% of your max. If you find yourself going to 70 or 80% of your max, just gently back out. You can close the eyes here. If you fall asleep, it's okay. Just try to stay with the breath here. As you're ready, begin to release that right foot back to the floor if it was lifted up. Hugging the left knee in, hugging the right knee in. Let's begin to do some knee circles. One way feels really nice on the low back, and a few the other way. Just simple, small little circles. And then from here, we are going to come up to seated. So you can either rock and roll your way up, or you can roll to one side and make your way up to seated. However is most comfortable for you. As you get to seated, bring the soles of the feet together. So we're coming back to this butterfly pose, but this time it's seated. And you can use the blocks here. You can even sit up on a blanket, whatever feels most comfortable. So use the blocks, use the blanket. I'm actually going to pull out this blanket. So we're up with a tall spine. You can stay here. You don't have to go any farther. If you want to hinge forward, do so at your own degree. If you feel like you have room, you can even stretch your arms out. Just keep those sits bones down so we're not rolling up off the sits bones. If you folded forward, use your hands to walk yourself back up. And let's take our feet. Begin to move your feet out, away from you, creating a diamond shape with your lower body, coming into a seated diamond. Sitting up with a tall spine, so feel the crown of the head drawing up toward the sky as you feel rooted into your mat. You can stay right here, or you can hinge forward, fold in. We're creating length here. As you're ready, begin to use your hands to walk yourself back up. Take the hands to the outer edges of the knees. Bring your knees in, squeeze in. And then let's bring our feet to the outer edges of the mat or wherever you can extend your legs, coming into a wide forward fold. So remembering that 30 to 40%, so we're not trying to go to our max here. We're trying to find a place between too much and not enough. So you have the option of staying upright. Feet are flexed, toes and knees are facing up toward the sky. Remember, you can sit on a blanket. You can begin to walk your hands forward, maybe a couple of inches. As you're coming forward, notice if your knees are still facing the sky. So farther is not necessarily better. Going deeper is not really necessarily better. Check in with your body. What is your body saying to you through that language of sensation? Now you have the option of staying here or wherever you are in the pose. or you can begin to crawl over toward that extended right leg. You can be more upright or folded in more. Hands can be on either side of the leg. You can take the left hand and grab around the toes. I'm just giving you options right now. So you have to decide what feels right in your body. You may be up here, and that's perfect. There's no pose worth straining over. See, wherever you are in the pose, you still get the same benefits of someone who goes deeper, because you're doing it to your own degree. As you're ready, let's begin to slowly, gently walk to the other side. Check in with yourself. How is your breathing? Are you holding your breath? If your breath is choppy, back out of the pose. Find a place where you can sustain Remember, if you want to take your right hand and grab the left toes, that might feel nice. As you're ready, come back down to the center and begin to crawl out to your own degree, or stay upright. Sometimes after going over the right and left leg, you may have more space to fold in more. But, if you don't, that's okay too. Begin to walk your hands back up, bringing the legs in. Bring the legs in to an easy pose, so you have one shin in front of the other, sitting up with a tall spine. Hands can be on the legs, thighs, as we come into a seated cat-cow. So inhale, send the heart forward. Exhale, round the back. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, round, round, round. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, round the back. Come back to a neutral spine. You can close your eyes here, just letting that integrate. You have the option of staying upright or coming back all the way down onto the mat, laying down on the mat and finishing relaxing and reclining on the mat. Wherever you are, seated or laying down, Thank you for joining me today. Namaste.